What we gonna do with them, y'all? What we gonna do with them? Some people's kids, some people's children, I hear trying to tell you that this car right here ain't worth the effort. Look at it. Ain't no way it's 40,000 mile original car. Well, I beg to differ. I think it actually is. So I just want to talk to you guys. Sorry about my voice, by the way. Got a little cold. But I just want to talk about this car a little bit and let you guys know that this car is definitely worth the effort. I see these comments all the time. People saying, "Oh, that ain't worth this and that." You know what? Maybe not for you because you're lazy and you don't want to do anything. Maybe for you, this car is not worth the effort. But guys, we just hooked up the vacuum line right here, right, to the Mega Squirt, and I hooked up the O2 sensor or the wideband. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like just hooking those two things up, I'm actually pretty impressed. This thing's running. It's running. It's running. But that's not really even the thing. We kind of knew that, didn't we? But I think most of us are willing to take that risk to try these cars. Get something like this, a project car that looks like hell, looks like warmed over shit. But we can see the potential, right? And it's not polishing a turd. It's a diamond in a rough, is what this car is. And it really gets off of me because you see these comments all the time. And this is going to be something that we address in the upcoming Patreon, right? So myself and Foxcast are going to be addressing issues like this that you're going to run into. You think YouTube is easy? You think being uh, influencer or being on YouTube is easy? I promise you, it's not. You constantly get hate. You get people that don't understand, and they don't understand a car like this right here. 40,000 original miles supposedly. We can't verify that, but the gauge does say that. The speedometer does, and I know the story of the car, so it's probably been sitting its pretty much its whole life. And you get comments that say a car like this is not worth saving. What are you on crack? Some people's kids, I'm telling you, some people's kids. So what I want y'all to do is you tonight. Let's talk about what you would do with this car if you got it. Okay, this thing runs, and as far as I can tell right now, I don't think there's anything really wrong with the engine. We had a bad computer. We put the Mega Squirt in it, and it's working great. Well, I say great, and let me back up. I don't want to exaggerate. The car starts up and it runs pretty damn good, right? I don't hear any engine noises per se. Look, that's beside the point anyway. This is a 95 Cobra that doesn't have a dent in it at all. So, what would you guys do with a car like this? Would you leave it patina? So, what kills me and has always killed me with the whole YouTube thing, the whole social media stuff is the people that can't see, that don't have the same vision that we all have. This car right here, hear me out. I could lower this thing tonight in probably an hour, throw the wheels on it, drop it on the ground, take it outside, wash it, run the buffer over it. And everybody would want the car then. Everybody would want to sign up on Patreon to win this car. Of course they would. It'd be shiny. It wouldn't be perfect, but it'd look really good. It'd look cool, slammed on some 18-inch wheels. Oh, yeah, you want it then, right? But what about now? What about now? And that's what aggravates me about these damn people out here in the world. This is what we're constantly fighting against, the naysayers. I posted a video on this car telling you guys or asking you the question, really, could you finish it? Now, we're not going to get into money because I understand money is tight for everybody. And I wish we could give you this car in 10 grand to be able to finish it. But that's not the point. The point is, what could you do with this car with no money? The, the world, everything. Everything. Take it. Cut the damn springs. Free. You got free wheels and tires, 18-inch FR500s. Put them on the car. You got a car that's going to look sick. You got a car that if you drive to the service station, to the gas station, to the grocery store, people are going to try to buy it from you because it's sitting right. And it's got nice wheels and tires, and it's probably going to run decent. At least I would think. You see what I'm saying? But people want to judge and they want to be shitty. That's the life of an influencer or YouTuber or whatever you want to call it. But I get so sick of it. But you guys, though, my core group, you know what you can do with this car. And it's been a tough thing for me to be able to decide to leave this car the way that it is, patina like it is, like I'm not even going to vacuum it out. And I probably should have done a better job of explaining it because when I shot the little video of the interior of the car, it's filthy. There's wires hanging, there's, gauges laying in the floor, but I want to leave it that way. I'm so tempted right now to go ahead. Look, you think I'm playing? Where's it at? Think I'm playing. Look, it's already set up. It's ready to go. I could lower this car and put a set of wheels on it before you could bat your eye. Before this video ended, we could have this thing drop down with a set of wheels and tires. I could take it out there in 15 minutes, wash it, clean it up, and show the world what this car can look like. But we have some people out there that just don't get it, right? So I guess ultimately we need to push back against those people that are naysayers that don't understand, fight back, show them, tell them, no, that is a good car. You know, even if the motor was knocking, even if it didn't run, whatever the case, it's got a T5 in it. You're getting another engine to go with the car, as you can see back over here. A set of wheels. People just don't have vision anymore. And it drives me absolutely crazy. But I'm gonna tell you who does. You guys. You guys know what this car can be. And tonight, I had no doubt. I had no doubt in my mind tonight when we hooked the vacuum line up and, we hooked the wideband up and I tweaked two things in the tune. The guy that had tuned it already, like the hertz for the idle air control were completely off. So I put them at 315, I think, which is about what they asked for, and bumped the timing up on it. And the damn thing sat right there in idle. Sat right there in idle. But I kind of knew that. I kind of figured that. So I need you guys that are watching to keep a positive attitude. Always understand that cars like this can be something. You don't have to write them off as, oh, look at this thing with the faded paint and oh, it looks like crap. Yeah, right. 40,000 miles. Don't say that. Look at a car like this as a blank canvas. Has no dents. Guys, when I tell you no dents, I'm a paint and body guy. It has one slight imperfection. I wouldn't even call it a ding, a low spot that some filler putty would fix on this thing. When you see cars like this, you know what you've got, right? You know what you got. You got whatever you want, baby, because it's a blank canvas. And I know you guys can do this. I know you can. I'm going to give one of you guys this car right here, and you're probably not even going to have to use this motor. You're probably not even going to have to use it. I want to leave the interior nasty, dirty, with all the dirt and the rocks and everything else that's in it because I want to see your transformation. I could go out here right now. I could cut the springs, put the wheels on it. We could lower it. We could buff it out real quick, wipe down the interior, and everybody on the internet would be like, "Oh my God, look at that! Wow, I'd love to have this car. It's so cool." It's nothing. That's the thing. There's nothing to it. You guys can do it. Anybody can do it. As a matter of fact, when I give the car away, I'm probably just going to go ahead and throw one of these in with the giveaway so you can cut your springs. I mean, honestly, unless the guy's already got one, I'm probably going to go ahead and send you with a cutoff wheel and probably like a Ryobi setup here so that you can cut the springs on this car. I want you guys to keep a positive attitude. My people, my crew, my subscribers, you guys that have been following me for years know what we can do with a car like this. And it just really gets to me to see these new guys that are coming in. They don't want to have any part of this and they think a car like this is junk. Guys, every one of my cars looked like this whenever I bought them. Every single one. Name one that didn't look this bad or worse. We'll start with the Calypso. Worse, way worse. Didn't even have a motor transmission, nothing in it. The Retro Fox, way worse, way worse. It did run, but barely. This thing runs. Let's see what was up next. The Carbon Fox. Oh, I had to completely redo that car, right? The SN95, it was probably better than this, but other than that, everything's been worse and we worked through it. It doesn't mean that it's got to be a 600 horsepower car, 1,000 horsepower car when you're done for it to be, a success story, if you will. But a car like this right here can be so freaking cool. And I'm chomping at the bit. I'm chomping at the bit wanting to cut these springs, put the wheels on it, clean it up for you guys, maybe do a little bit of paint work here and there, but I'm not going to do it because I want to see the transformation that you guys can do. So with that being said, the whole purpose of this video tonight is to remind you guys, pay attention to the ones in the comment section. It'll blow your mind. Having their nasty little comment saying that cars like this aren't worth anything. Oh, but it is. This is a 95 Cobra, a real deal Cobra with, as far as we can tell, 40,000 original miles. It needs a paint job. It needs a paint job. Somebody's going to get a very cool car that they're going to be able to put a set of wheels and tires on, lower it, clean it up, put a paint job on it, and you're going to have a very nice car. All the interior is here for this car. The only thing that's a little rough are the seats, but every other panel looks almost brand spanking new. The dash looks great on it, everything. So I'm really excited for whoever wins this car, but stay positive, y'all. Let's keep a good attitude because we know what these cars can be. They're all blank canvases. And when you get into a 95 Cobra, a GT, something like that, you got to give these cars credit, right? You got to see what they can be. And this thing can be awesome. And I'm so tempted to keep it. I'm not going to lie to you, but I think it's the right move. Go ahead and do this. And I want to document your journey as well. So whoever wins this car, I want to see pictures if you can. Now, this is not necessary. I want everybody to understand this. You don't have to send me videos. You don't have to have an Instagram or Facebook. But if you'd like for your journey to be documented, send me 5, 10, 15, 20 clips, something along those lines of your progress throughout the time that you have this car. And I will start sharing it with everybody because I think it's extremely important. We work on cars on this channel, and I think everybody just assumes that we have all the money in the world. We have everything at our disposal, but we don't. We don't. We have some things, sure. We have sponsors and stuff. It's still a lot of work and it's still a lot of money. But I remember whenever I was in the garage when I had not one sponsor, and I was building these cars out of just pure passion and want to. You guys can do it. What I get sick of is people telling me that they can't. They can't do something. Maybe not at the moment due to money, due to resources and things, but you can do anything in the world that you want to do if you put your mind to it. This car right here is going to be so great for somebody, and I'm so excited. I want to keep it because all it's probably going to need is just a paint job when it's all said and done. Just a paint job. There's no rust on this thing. There's nothing. The bottom side of this car is so clean. And I just wish people would be more excited about it, right? And don't you dare listen to the naysayers in the comments that tell you that this is not a good car, that this is not a good project. It is. It's 100% a great car for somebody. So that being said, we'll look at a couple of comments and we'll go ahead and get off here tonight. I was just out here kind of late and realized, started thinking back. I was like, it's funny, just so you know where this video started from. I'm out here working on the car. I thought to myself, man, it's going to be a damn good car. Like, I'm excited for people. I'm truly excited to see what somebody's going to do with it. And it could change somebody's life, getting a free car, right? And I thought, well, damn, we got a lot of hate on this thing as well. People saying really bad stuff and things like that. And typically you just overlook it, but at the same time, I'm like, what makes someone look at a picture like that when you could win a car for 20 bucks, 100 bucks, whatever, and say, I wouldn't bother entering because it's a piece of crap. Those are miserable people. I would hate to have to be friends with somebody like that. I wouldn't be friends with somebody like that. I don't know. It just got me thinking. I'm like, my guys aren't that way though. OG Superfly, he's in the house tonight, and a lot of you guys would take this project on and you would complete it. But see, I think everybody's definition of completion is different. I think for me, a set of wheels and lowering it and cleaning it up and making it run good would be awesome. Doesn't mean you got to go spend $10,000 on a paint job. It just means that it's complete for you, right? I do feel like you're going to want to get it to run good. And it very well could run great once we get done with it, but I'm not sure of that. I don't hear the engine noise that I did here, so that's a good sign. But you guys are going to get a free engine with it anyway. See, and here's what I'm saying. 1978 Shannon says that he'd love to restore this Cobra. Of course. Guys, you look, I don't need you to restore it in a week. It could take you a year, it could take you 2 years. I want my guys that are true enthusiasts, truly passionate about these cars to enjoy something like this. You got something. I'm telling you, you don't find these cars every day like this. This is a 95 real Cobra. It's not the original engine, but I think it come out of another Cobra. If I'm not mistaken, it did. It could have come out of a Explorer, but it's got the Cobra valve covers, the Cobra intake. It's essentially a Cobra engine. All the interior stock on it. Did you see the floor mats, y'all? Do y'all want to see them again? People want to argue about the mileage. Guys, this thing sat down in South Florida in the sun forever. Listen to the dinger. Listen. We got dinger. Look, we got headlights. I'm telling you, we got a solid ass car right here, y'all. Look at this. Snatch my laptop off. Check this out. Look at that. Look at that floor mat, y'all. That's not cleaned. That's not nothing. Come on now. You don't want to win this? You don't want to win this baby right here? Of course you do. I want to keep it. This was going to be so. I've had also real quick. I'll address. I've had people comment and say, "Well, you said you were going to keep it." I was going to keep it. That was the whole point of this car, was to keep it. Then we decided to build a shop, and since we decided to build a shop, money is just flying out my ass. And I think it's a good idea to go ahead and get rid of this car, because I knew at some point we would. But I did figure that we might put a paint job on it. We might do some stuff. Um, I would love to tell you guys that I'm going to sit here. You want to fire it up? We might fire it up here in just a second. I would love to finish this car on the channel for you guys, just to show you. But I mean, honestly, let's talk about that. What's that going to require? It looks like it's going to run pretty good once we, finish tuning it. The tune, I don't even know what the tune is on it. I changed 2 settings and got it to run. Change the tune in it, put a paint job on it. Is that it? Because that's all you guys are going to have to do to it to finish it up, retint the windows and things like that. But I just think it's time that we go ahead, and I've been wanting to try the whole project car. So I think it's time we go ahead and just try that right now. Plus, it'll free up a little bit of money for us to finish up the shop. And also, if this works good with the project car, we may kind of ramp that up. In other words, we may do some Fox body giveaways and maybe a little cash to go with it, maybe some sponsored parts, and let you guys have some project cars. Because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but when it comes to YouTube channels and having a channel and having friends that have channels, like Neo and Foxcast are some of my best friends, right? We all three are different. Neo doesn't do car giveaways. He does a lot of transmission giveaways and things like that. Caleb does a lot of car giveaways. Caleb typically does higher end car giveaways. Not saying I can't get over into that world. Sure, we can. But typically we all try to like stay in our own lane. So for me, I got to thinking, well, since Caleb's giving away these high end cars, what if we tried some project cars? I don't know how that'll work. We'll have to see. Patreon may not like it, and if it's not making money to be able to sustain itself, then we'll have to move to something else. But I do want to give the project car thing a try, because as long as I'm documenting it for you and putting it on the channel, I think it could be very, very cool. What I don't want to do is give you guys a bunch of crap that just throw it in your lap and you're like, dude, really? I want to give you something good, a good starting point. But I like the whole project car thing because I want to see what you guys can do. And occasionally we'll give away a nicer car, right? But right now, what I can't do, it takes me months, sometimes years, to build these cars the way that the Carbon Fox was, and the Retro and the Calypso and things like that, 65. So what I can't do is do those builds all the time, I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm OG Superfly says that I'm transparent. I am. I'm as transparent as I can be on this stuff. I'm just like you. I'm human, right? I read the comments and I see the nasty stuff, and I think, wow, why would somebody be nasty to me when I'm trying to, better myself, help you guys out? But that's just the world, right? That's the internet. But that doesn't mean that we can't talk about it and that we can't use it for fuel. And I think that's my point. Maybe I didn't, maybe I didn't cover that good enough. Maybe that's really the angle for me is, and when I see comments like that, these nasty comments, I use it as fuel. And I come out here, and then in my head, I prove them wrong instantly. I hook 2 things up, change 2 things in the computer, and now I got a car that's running. And I got guys in the comment section saying that the cars like this aren't worth the money. They aren't worth the effort, the hassle. You couldn't give it to me. You need to get off your ass, because if you wouldn't take a car like this, something's wrong with you. But see, that's what I had to fight against, right? And I'll be damned if I'm going to sit back and not fire back at them. Oh, we will. And we'll continue to prove them wrong because that's what we do. It's not a bitch fest. It's not me on here all the time just, you know, arguing with everybody. No, it's not about that. But what it's about is showing people, it's easy to fuss and it's easy to bitch. It's hard to get out here and do the work, but you're going to feel a lot better working on something rather than sitting there bitching about something. So I heard somebody say they want to hear the car start up. We'll go ahead and start it up. Let me turn this off of. Okay. I'll turn the noise reduction off. So let's make sure that the audio is crisp so that you can hear the car. It does not run the best, and I think it's running on about 7 cylinders right now, but the car does run, and it's got some old ass fuel in it. I shouldn't have put that in there, but tonight I was in a hurry and I wanted to get the car in here. So I think this fuel's probably about a year old that's been sitting in that jug over there. But the car should start up and everything. So let's just see what happens. Uh, I'll I'll just bring the microphone in here with me. There again, guys, it's not been custom tuned or anything yet, but we did get it running tonight. So, oh, we got a squeaky belt, so that's going to take over everything, I guess. Well, there you go. Obviously, we got a squeaky belt, but the car revs good, runs pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you, it runs pretty good. Probably needs a set of plugs in it, but this is as far as I'm gonna take the car. As far. Now it's got a brand new belt on it, so I am curious as to why it's squeaking. If it got, I don't know. Maybe it's just trying to charge. Yeah, yeah, the belt slipping. That's what it is. So it's probably trying to charge. But anyway, there it is. The car runs, right? Fired right up. It did. That's correct. Is it perfect? No, it's not. It's not meant to be perfect right now. And what I don't want to do is take this thing too far and go out here and clean it up and show you what it can look like. I want somebody, some subscriber, to come pick this dusty, musty ass car up and it looked like it does. And then in about a week's time, you show me this thing washed up with your wheels, with it lowered, and maybe run a buffer over it. And everybody's going to go, oh my God, that's the same car. I want to prove it to the world without it being me. I want one of you guys to do it because it's simple. It's about, I don't know, 5 hours worth of work. You know what I mean? To lower it, to put your wheels on it, and run a buffer over it. Will it be perfect? No, it won't be perfect, but it'll look so much better. And you're going to make everybody want the car. You could drive this car right now to the gas station. You could pull up, and somebody may be like, hey, man, you want to sell it? Because it sits like a four-wheel drive and it's got stock wheels and it's faded. You do those three things to it: lower it, wheels, and buff it. And you're going to have everybody in the world trying to buy this car from you. It's just going to look sick. That's but that see, that's the world that people don't understand. Wheels, tires, stance, that's everything. That's life right there. Plus you got the crab spoiler on the back. I don't know if you guys remember, but 94, 95s had the crab spoiler. So you got that back there. Also you get a Celine spoiler as well. Let me show you guys that. I'm sorry about my voice. It's on its way out. I don't know what the deal is. So if it sounds a little off, that's what it is. But check it out. Brand new Celine wing that's going to go with the car. Guys, I'm gonna hook you up. It needs an adjustable quadrant. I'm not gonna do that to the car. The clutch is literally like it won't go in gear hardly. There's really not enough clutch adjustment. But I'm gonna give you all these things. I'll give you the quadrant. I'll give you all this stuff. As many parts as I can find that I can give you. I'm gonna hook you up with it. But I truly just want to see somebody else win for a change. I really do. Um, it might not be the perfect car by the time you're done with it, like, finishing up these little things we talked about, but I think you're gonna have a good car and you're gonna have an extra engine over here. So this short block from this engine over here should work great. So in other words, like if you ever find out that this thing has like a bottom end noise or something, or I don't see it right now, but if it does, you can take these heads and your intake off and put it on that engine right there and drop it right in and you should be good to go. So don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to the people that say cars like this aren't worth anything. Look, I'm just gonna be frank with you. They can kiss my ass and they can kiss your ass as well. Don't worry about them. but they're always down in there in comment section, and they're always trying to say stuff. Guys, stay focused, stay motivated, stay passionate, grind it out, and show the world that they're wrong about you and whoever else. I promise you, I don't let them bother me, but I do use it as fuel for sure. And I think you guys should do the same. So if you're interested in this car, obviously you guys know where to go. Head over to patreon.com/brutal. And you can sign up there for a $20 tier up to a $500 tier. And how that works is $20 gets you one entry. And for every $20 you spend, you get another entry. Okay. So that's how that works. So we'll be giving this car away sometime in August, probably between the 1st and the 7th, somewhere in that area. We'll give this car away. And the winner will have to come with a truck and a trailer. You'll pick the car up because I wouldn't drive it back. I mean, I don't know, hell, you might could, but I wouldn't drive it back. We'll load your engine up for you. We'll give you your wheels, your tires, your spoiler, your adjustable quadrants, anything that I can think of that's going to help you guys out. We're going to hook you up with it. You're going to go back home with a project car and a title signed over to you. And then we're just going to await some pictures and some videos, and we're going to share it with the world. I think it's going to be awesome. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I probably shouldn't even done this because I didn't know my voice was this bad, so I do apologize. But this car's good for tonight. And then tomorrow, I think myself and Steve at Amp EFI are going to throw a quick tune in it. Nothing crazy. And get you guys hooked up and ready to go. And that's as far as we're going to take it. So hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Don't listen to the haters. I'll catch you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.